So okay guys, so previously actually we covered till this rendering topic, right? So what are the things that which we have been covered? So till the rendering topic that which we have been already covered, and if there is any doubts on this, like the installation part and how to create of one component, and how, what is the meaning of life cycle, and where we use life cycle, and what is the props, so on, and why we use state, and what is the meaning of state, all these any, and event handlers, and creating a function. Any doubts based on this topics? hmm? Till here, any doubts? hmm? If you have any doubts, you can just clarify, because from now I'll be taking that is list. So this one I'll be taking when I'm doing the what is when I'm fetching the data from the APIs. Okay, so this part, that is eighth, this one I'll be doing when I'm fetching the APIs. So I can tell that I'll be doing over here. Okay, so I'll teach this parallelly over here after teaching you the hooks. So when I start hooks, you will parallelly learn this topic also, or else you will get just confused. You will be confused what is going on. Okay, so any doubts till here guys, you can just ask me. Any doubts? Okay, so let me just continue from here. So what is forms in React? So basically, what are the forms guys? What are forms in HTML, in basic HTML I'm asking? Yeah, so what are the things that which we use in HTML? So I'll just create one of my arrow function component. So what are the things that we create guys? Hmm? So we usually take one of our form tag. The same thing only we do over here also. That is, we take one of our form tag, right? So and inside the form tag we have something called as label and input, output, so on. So this form tag has one of our what I can tell, it has one of our attribute called action form. See, it has something called as action, and the child tags of these are, that is, label tag and input tag, so on. So similarly it comes over here, and you can also have something called as, that is, select tag and some of the options inside that. So these are the things that comes under the form tag, right? Options. Okay, so these are the present thing that which we have under the form tags as a child. Okay, so let us also go and check once again whether there is any updates or any other changes that have been made or not. So let us go for our original site, that is of React forms. So this is our React site, the present site. Okay, so here are the forms that which how they write. Okay, so you can just go through this page. Okay, so how they have written one of our form. So this is what have written, right? See, you can just read out these things, just have a glance. Nisha, you can just read out this. No, from here.
The built-in browser farm component lets you create interactive controls for submitting information.
Okay. So there is one of the example that they have given over here. So this is how they usually create, that is form action, and the action is nothing but the search. So they are creating for something called as search. So they are searching some of the thing. So they have written the input name as query, and they have taken one button for that. So whenever you click on that button, this action will be performed. So for that only the type is submit. Okay, so there is a difference between a submit and a button. Okay, you can also just go through that. And what is the next thing that they have done? Hmm? So here is one of our example which it is going over here. You can just go through this example. You guys can just go through this example. I'll explain this. So first they have taken one of the component called, that is app.jsx JS. So here they have used only JS, and they have created one of the function called as search. So this first search function is called over here. Okay, so what is the thing that they have taken over here? They have taken something called as query. Okay, so they are getting the query from the input. Okay, see, they are fetching the query from the input, and if that query is searched, you will be able to get some of the data over there. Similarly, if I just type hi or something over here, that is, and if I search, see, I am getting one of the alerted. You have been searched, so on. Okay, so just here what they have done, they have taken the input and just they are placing it over here. That's it. Nothing else they are doing. They are taking the input and just they are using one of the alert message and they are alerting it. Are you able to see this alert message? Hmm? This alert message is getting worked. Okay. And similarly, there are different examples over here. You can also just go through this example. Okay, so what is happening over here? If I just click on submit, there is nothing. It is just showing like this. Okay, so what is the code that they have written for here? Okay, the text will pass, will get converted to submitting whenever I click. Okay, whenever I click over here, this is the thing condition that they have passed using. So what is the thing that they have used over here? Hmm? Ternary operators they have used. So this is nothing but the ternary operator they have used. Okay, this is nothing but a ternary operator they have used over here. So whenever I click on submit, see, this one also again they have used a form tag. Okay, so whenever I click over here, it is getting performed, and this action they have taken as a props over here. Okay, the function, see, they have written the function over here and they are passing as a props. So let me show you the better example. So I wanted to show you this one because like what all the things they have used inside the form tag, and I wanted to check whether any updates that they have used or what. So see, you can see over here there is something called as input options and text area. Okay, I didn't tell you about the text area, right? So what is the text area? Suppose if you want to write any description and so on, you can also use text area. Okay, there will be one of our area, that is text area. Okay, so you can just write over here placeholder text. So I'll just show you the output of that. So have I called that or not? No, I didn't call it in my app.jsx. I'll just comment this and I'll call my form. Yeah, now I'll be able to. So this one I'll just cancel it off. So let me just add you guys again. So are you able to see my screen, guys? By mistake have been closed that. Hello?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah, okay. See, so have got all my forms over here, right? So have been created all of my forms and have been displayed it over here. So I need to style this. So you got to know how to create one of the forms inside the, what I can tell, inside the React. So similarly, what we used to do in the HTML, the same thing you will be doing over here also. Okay. So now I need to apply the CSS for this. So how do you apply and what are the ways that are there to apply? What are the ways that we have to for applying? Hmm?
We can
Anyone?
have a different CSS file and
I didn't get you.
import it here. We can have a different CSS file and import here.
Yeah, we can. So how to? Any idea? Hmm? How to?
We need to create a file
Okay.
and then import it using import.
Okay. So first I'll be creating one of my file that is over here only. Form.css, and I can also import this one over here. Import dot slash why am I not able to get this? Where is that? Okay, is it get it imported? Yeah. So I have imported this file. Okay. So, and there is another shortcut also while creating the file. So what is the shortcut that you can use is, you can just take your, so I'll just delete this file. Okay, I'll just delete this file, and whenever you want to create this file, so you can just write the file name. So I'll just change the file name over here, so you will come to know style of form. Okay, so I have just written style form. Okay, so if I just press control plus click, so I have not created yet. If I just press control plus click on this file, I'll be able to create a file. So the file is not exist, so you can just create a file. If you click it, automatically that file will be created. So am I getting this over here inside the components itself? Am I? See, I'm able to create it over here. Okay, so and this is one of our CSS. So what type of CSS is this? What type of CSS is this? Any idea, guys? So we tell this as CSS style sheet. Sheets. So we tell this as CSS style sheet. Okay. So I need to apply some of the styles over here. So I'll just take the form and I'll apply width is equals to 500. I'll just write 500 px, and I'll write for this one I'll take one of our class name and I'll write container, and for this container I'll just take 100% of width is equals to 100%, height is equals to 100 ph, and this will also be ph. So in that 50 px, and I need height is equals to, so I'll make this as margin 20 px. Okay, so whatever the data is there, that one only I'll take. So I'll just show you the output, how it is looking now. See, it has been you are able to get the output like this. So I need to get some of the spaces and so on. So how to get some of the spaces? So I have just given margin as 20 px, and I need that to be aligned in center. So I need all the form to be aligned in center. So I'll make this as display flex and align item center and justify content center. So I have used this thing. I'll just refresh. Okay, so since I didn't give, okay, height and width is equal to VW. Okay, so I have got like this. So what should I do if I want to get it in the box manner? First I need to apply, that is width and height. For this I'll just copy from here and I'll make this as 500 px, or I'll just make it as 500. Yeah, I'll make 500 px, and height is equals to 500 px. So where it is, I'm not able to get the data. Why? Why am I not able to get that data? Okay, let me comment this. Okay, and I need to align this actually. So I'll just write display flex justify, and I'll write flex direction column. So it is in the column wise. See, I have got my text in the column wise. Done. Now I'll just apply height and see. So height is not getting applied over here. Okay. So width have got, and again what I need to do, I'll just write align item center and justify content center. Okay, so everything is in the center. So this is nothing but one of our select box, that is like a drop down which we get. Okay, so I'll remove my drop down and I'll put it over here, or else I'll give some of the content over there. So I'll just write select. Okay, so you can just get it. And here some of the names and so on. So I need the space between this. So what are all the CSS that I need to do? So this is one of the type of CSS. So what is the another thing that you can do is, instead of taking the forms, that is input tag and so on, you have something called as the another different type, which we do is we create something called as components, and there is also a inline CSS over here. So that is how to write the inline CSS. So how to write the inline CSS? Any idea? See, in inline CSS, what you do is, so I'll just take down the inline CSS. Okay, so here what you do is you create one of the constant variable, and there you will be just giving something called as styles. So what are the style that you need to do, that one you will be giving. Okay, so what is the style that you need to apply? So you can just take styles or any name for that, and you will be able to apply it over here. So I'll just write like this. See, there is some of the text that have got over here for each and every So let me open this file and I'll just show you. Yeah. So this is a inline CSS. This is how we write the inline CSS. Okay. So this is not an internal CSS. This is how we write a inline CSS. So while writing the inline CSS, how does this affect? So whatever you have written in over here, this will not affect. So if I just apply this over here for the container, so and if I just go and see my output, see, it is not applied, it is totally applied differently. And if I just apply the background color, so let us see which one will get applied. So over here the background color is white, and I'll change this to black. So background color will be black. So what is the issue? I'm not able to get that. Okay, let me copy this only, and I'll apply this over here. Let me unlink this. Okay, actually I didn't link this over here. Okay, I didn't link this in the CSS, so I need to link it over here, that is for form. How do we link that as a prop? So I need to link it for the container, right? Style, that is nothing but I'll be pasting this style. So now I'll be getting that. Not yet. Why? What is the issues? Okay, style. So why am I not getting that? Container, background color, margin, padding, and so it is not getting applied. So let me just rerun this. No, again it is not applied. Okay, let me check that. So I'll comment all other styles which it is written, or else I'll just remove that. So this is how actually you write. So I don't know why it is not getting applied. I'll write so I don't need background color actually. Okay, it is not getting applied. Since it is inside the form, like, let me apply it for the form. Any corrections you can do, guys? What is the mistake is going on? Okay, let me make this as style only, and let me go over here. No, it is not. Okay. Why am I not able to?
So can you scroll up?
Yeah.
You have written constant form.
Yeah, that should be constant. It's constant.
No, that line if you remove and then import this in the form itself, in the form tag itself. Like you have written an arrow function in the above.
Yeah.
Like try to comment that and then import it directly in the form.
Directly in the.
Or like whatever style that you have written, not that style. Like
No. Actually, this comes like this only. It comes like this only. So actually this statement is correct only, but I don't know why this one is not working. Okay, let me check this one in the what I can tell in the another file. So I don't know why it is not working over here. So I'll remove these things also. And another type of, I'll also let you know what is another type of creation. Okay, so I'll comment this and I'll take the new div and I'll do. Okay, so at that time it might work. Sometimes it will not take whatever the thing that which we give. Mhm. So what is the error? What is the error? Okay, I wanted to comment even this one also. So now I'll be able to execute whatever I write, that is div. I'll take one of my h1 tag, and now I'll apply and see in the same way, that is const h1 is equals to okay, let me check this whether it is working or not. So the background is not color is not getting applied. I think rest all is getting applied, that is okay. In uppercase bottom, no, even this all things are not getting applied. I don't know why it is not applied. Okay, actually this one is not getting applied in this file. I don't know why. Actually that is how we do. So and also there is another thing, that is like another way of creation, like creation of a component. Okay, so by using a component we usually take like that and we'll create. So that is nothing but we'll be importing something called as component, that is I'll remove all this file and again I'll just do for you. This is another method actually. This is component, CSS component. So whenever you want to create something over here, right, you will just create based on suppose if I want to create my own div tag, and if I want to apply some own styles, that predefined tags that are there na. So what I'll do, I'll take one of my constant variable and then I will use something called as my container. That will be, I'll be taking from style. So this style is nothing but I'll be taking from the style component. So I'll just take this from styled dot import styled from so I'm not getting that. I think so have not installed that. So what is the command to install the styled component? That is nothing but styled component in React. So how to install that? So npm install styled component. So I'll just open a new terminal and I'll redirect it, and again I'll just paste npm install style component. So now I'll be able to get that. Yeah, see now I'll be able to get that. Am I getting this? So I'll remove the statement and I'll just auto generate it. Why is it not coming? From styled component. So first time actually when you are doing the import statement also you might get an issue because the system will not be able to auto recognize that. So whenever you repeatedly use that, you will be able to get that. Okay, so this is nothing but styled. Okay, and whatever the with whatever the tag name that you want to use, you will be able to use over here. So I'll just make this as h1. So, and again you need to notice the first letter should be in capital over here. Okay, the first letter should be in capital case, and I'll be using h1 tag only. Okay, see, I'm able to get it over here, and that one I'll be writing using the backticks, the design. So I'll just write some of the font colors. I'll use this h1 only, not the normal h1 tag. I'll use this h1, and I'll just create my tag. This is h1 tag. So let me just run this and show you the output. See, I am getting the output, and this tag is nothing but I am able to change the color also. See, I change this to white color. So is it getting changed? So this is another way of creating a styles. Okay, applying the styles and creating a component. So this is a method of style component. I can tell the CSS styled component in React. Okay, this is another way. So whatever the tag name that you want to give, like that you can give. And what is the another main important thing that you need to know is, so I'll just mention in the note, that is, so what is the date today? 3rd 3/9/24. Styles component. So what is the question number? Again, question number is 42. Whenever you are creating a component using React, the component names should start with capital. Okay, or else I can write it as upper case. So actually this one is not about the component, that is, this is styled component. Whenever you are creating the React styled component, you need to use that styled component name as, okay, I'll also write you get you the example over here. Example const, that is h1 is equals to styled dot h1 and okay, that is another point. And what is the next point over here is, this is the point 1, and point 2 is we write the what we'll be writing, we'll be writing the CSS in the, that is, backticks. Okay, we'll be writing CSS in the backticks. So I'll also write this over here. So any doubts how to write the CSS components and how to write the normal CSS, that is the external CSS file? So you have two things again over there, that is how to write a style sheet, right? Style sheet. Okay, so at the extension of style sheet, you, so this one I'll just take it and I'll put it over here. This will be our 43rd question. We need to create a file with a extension of .css, example style.css, and we need to import it. Example, import style sheet, style.css. Okay, and what is the next thing that we need to do? So these two things you understood, and inline also, that is the same thing. I don't know why it's not working, maybe some mistake. So let us just go through that. And also there is something called as style module. So this thing like we'll be learning now. Okay, so what is any idea how to create a style module sheet? That is modules, modules, style modules. How to do in the style module manner? Any idea? So just here what we do is 34th, we need to create a file with a extension of dot modules.css. So for an example, style dot module dot css, and we need to import it. There is quite difference between creation of file and while importing it. Okay, while imported we will be importing it using one of the name, that is any name. Import any name, that is for example style style, from module style dot module dot css. So this is not actually modules, it is module. Okay, this module. We'll be importing it like this, and how to apply it, and we apply it by props manner. Okay, so by giving the apply that by giving the class name or id. Okay, so how to do that? For an example, I'll just type that and over here, and I'll just show you, then I'll show you that. Okay, so this one is done. So similarly, how to do, so this is done now. So what is done? Yeah, so this one is done, and I'll also comment this. I'm taking another h1 tag and I'll be aligning it over here, that is h1 tag. So here I have taken the normal h1 tag, so I have not used my css thing. So I'll also comment this. So I need to create the file, right? So import style. You can just make this as anything, okay? Not only style. I'll just create form dot module dot css, and I need to create this file. I'll just go and I'll create it over here. Okay, I need to create a dot slash. So it is automatically created. Okay, so when I just give dot slash and then I create, it is automatically created, and I'll write my h1 tag and I'll be able to give the styles. Similarly, what we have done in the form tag, but that is form.css, that is the style sheet which we have done. The same thing only we'll be doing over here also. I'll just give some of the thing, that is color is equals to blue. Only color is equals to blue I'll give. Rest all things anyway it will get applied, right? Like for example, font size is equals to, I'll make it larger, and then let us just check whether it is getting applied. See, it is getting applied. So how it is getting applied? Actually, this one we need to mention it by like this, that is, so suppose if we have more than one h1 tags and you need to apply it only for this, the first tag, at that time what you will be doing, you will be applying it, that is, you will be applying something called as style, or you will be using some of the class name, and then you will be doing that, that is class name, and I'll be giving it inside style dot h1. I'll also mention it over here dot h1. So done na? So this is how you apply. So if you want to apply for the single thing, so else it will apply for each and every tag. Any doubts? This one. So the import statement and the class name when you are giving na, you need to use this one. So at that time what how it is na, it is just entering this file using this import statement, whatever the thing that you give over here. It might be anything that is, for example, hi. So you need to use the same thing, hi. So it will apply. So if you just use the different one, it will not apply. See, it was not showing an error. So you need to use the same thing. So it will apply. So anything you can just give. Anything. So whatever the name that you give over here, the same thing should be applied also. And the one doubt of that is inline CSS, right? So I'll just clear the inline CSS also. So there are totally four types that which you have learned, and there are some more things that is not important for you guys. So these are the basic things that which you will be doing. Okay. So any doubts based on CSS, how to apply and forms? And form handling, actually this one have already told how to handle the errors and so on. So how to create and how to handle this I have already told. Any doubts?
No, sir.
So do you like me to repeat again once again or what? Have you understood?